I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. I just bought a pistol, it got 30 rounds. Pull up at your mama's house and put some.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to show you guys my everyday makeup routine. So I basically wear the same makeup almost every day. The only thing I change is my eye makeup here and then if I'm feeling festive or if I feel like doing extra shit. But overall, my makeup routine in terms of my base, like foundation, concealer, powder, contour, blush, those are mostly the same every day. So even if I go to an event or if I'm going to a party, I kind of do the same makeup but a little bit of twitch here and there, or I might do like more full coverage. I feel like I've kind of mastered the base routine. I mean, the base routine for myself. For my skin type. My skin type is combination. I don't have a dry skin, but I'm not like really oily, but I can get like oil patches on my T-zone, and I can get dry around my nose and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my skin type for reference. So what I use in this video might not work for you because you have different skin type. So take that into consideration. But other than that, I feel like my base routine is quite good for a combination skin type. So yeah, let's get into it. First thing is, of course, the skin prep. For my skin prep, I've already put on moisturizer and sunscreen. I'm going to show you guys which one I use. So I just use the COSRX Snail Mucilin, and of course SPF is very important, guys. Wear your SPF, don't forget. So I just use this one. So the first thing I do is set my brows with this Got2b glue. You can find this in your local supermarket, local beauty supply store, anywhere. I got this in did I get this in Kruidvat or D? I think I got it in D for all my Belgian people, but you can also get it in Kruidvat. So I just put a little bit on my hand like this, and then I use a spoolie. This one is from Primark. It was really cheap. It was, I think, 4 euros, 3 euros, I don't remember. But yeah, this is from Primark. So what I do is, I'm going to come closer for you guys. So what I do is just spread it everywhere on my eyebrows like this. A little bit goes a long way with this product, so don't like put too much because it will show. So I just put a little amount like this, and I just brush my eyebrows upwards. And as you can see, I have like a little bit of leftover of the glue. What I do is I just wipe it with my wet wipes because you don't want that sitting there on your skin. So I just do that, and I brush my brows again. And then I just go like this. It's like that. Now I'm just going to let that dry down before I like press it down. And when the product has dried down a little bit, you can just press it down like this with the other end of your brush. You can just brush it down, like, I mean, set it down, press it down. After you've like pressed your eyebrows against your skin, I don't know if you guys can see, yeah, against your skin, it's basically dry now. I mean, not dry, completely dry, but that's what you want. Like, you don't want the product to be completely dry, because otherwise your product that you're going to fill your eyebrows with won't stick. So when it's like still a little bit wet, so it shouldn't be completely wet, but it shouldn't be completely dried down either. So while it's still a little bit wet, you just go in with your eyebrow powder. Right now I'm just using this makeup palette, eyeshadow palette from which brand is this from? Zoeva. Guys, this palette is like, I think I received this palette for my 18th birthday from my friends back then. So this palette is literally almost 6 years old, and I'm still using it because, as you can see, I still haven't finished all the products and it's still working. I mean, it's probably expired, but I don't care because it's just powder and it doesn't really matter that much if a powder is expired. I don't know. I've been using it and my skin hasn't reacted to it yet. So I feel like I have a lot of expired makeups in here, but yeah, so don't listen to everything I say, guys. Like, do it at your own risk. But yeah, I'm using this Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. The color is Substitute for Love and Freshly Toasted. And I just use these colors as my eyebrow powder because it matches with my hair. And I want my eyebrows to match with my hair. I don't want it to be too dark. So yeah, I just fill it in. I just mix these two like this. And I just fill it in like this. Just the spar areas, you know. I don't fill it too much because I feel like my eyebrows is already thick enough. But I do have some spar areas where I don't have like hair. So yeah, I just fill it in like that. This brush is, this eyebrow brush is actually from NYX NYX. It is very old as well. As you can see, the spoolie part is even broken. I only use the brush part now. Now I'm going to clean my eyebrows with this Kiko Milano Pot Concealer in the color 02. And I'm using this angled brush from Makeup Revolution, actually. Makeup Revolution London, yeah. I got this gifted, guys. A lot of my products I've been gifted because I feel like my friends and family know how much I love makeup and how much I'm using makeup on a daily. So that's why they always gift me makeup brushes, makeup products. So I feel like almost half of the products that I use are gifted, that I haven't even bought from my own money. They're all gifted from my friends and family, which I'm really thankful for. But yeah, just get like an angled brush like this, if you guys can see. Yeah, it's like really angled. And I use this pot concealer. I like to use pot concealers like this, creamy concealers, to clean up my brows or carve out my brows, because I don't know, it's more it's not that runny and you can control it more. So that's why I like to use that kind of concealer for my eyebrows, or just to carve out my eyebrow. So I'm just going to dip my brush on the concealer like this on the both sides, and I just like to do this so there's not a lot of product there, because you don't want too much product, you just want a little bit of product. And what I do is I just clean the eyebrows, kind of just carving it out basically. And then I use a flat brush like this, to clean out the to blend the concealer. So I just blend it like this. Yep, I just blend it like that. Now I'm going to carve out the top part.
Where the nigga blocking, watch them niggas drown in it. 100 round drum, gun a nigga down with it. I'm on that slaughter gang shit, murder gang shit, slaughter gang shit, murder gang shit. I'm on that slaughter gang shit, murder gang shit, slaughter gang shit.
that's one brow done. So this is how the brows are looking. I try to make them as even as possible, but I feel like they never look the same. One is going like this and one is going like this. I mean, but I feel like it's just the shape of my brows. I just follow the natural shape of my brows. That's why I feel like I have to tweak them a little bit to make them the same. But the brows are never going to look exactly the same. They are sisters, not twins. Let's move on to the next step, which is going to be my foundation. The foundation that I use is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless one. I'm in the shade 120. I've been using this foundation for years now. I'm not even kidding. I think I've been using it for 4-5 years already, and I love it. And I haven't switched my foundation whatsoever because I love it so much, and it's really cheap as well. It's only, I believe, 10 euros. For the work that it does, 10 euros is really cheap. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Let it stay 10 euros. Or I think it's 11 now. The price is increasing, guys. We are in an economy where the price is increasing every day. It's crisis. And I also use this Jessa Blanc Glow Drops. It's in the shade Rose Pearl. I just used a little bit of it. I just mix it with my foundation like this. Like a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I am going to buy that product as well in Sephora. So yeah, I might do a Sephora haul actually on this channel. Or should I do it on my TikTok? Well, we'll see how we're feeling then. But yeah, I just mix the two and I just apply it all over my face, like with my finger, like this. And then I use a damp sponge. The sponge is literally from Shein, guys. I bought like, I'm going to show you guys. I bought like a whole pack of sponges. I think this whole packet was only 5 euros. I bought it on Shein. And I just wet it with water. And I also like squeeze out all the water. And yeah, I just apply it like this. I apply it around my neck as well. Just like that. On my forehead.
Murder gang shit. I'm on this slaughter gang shit. Take a nigga bitch. I use the bitch cause I ran off with your shit.
That's done. Now to the next step, the concealer. I'm going to grab the brush real quick. Ooh. Are you guys even surprised right now? I'm always dropping something. In every video, I'm dropping something. So, okay, moving on. For concealer, I use the one and only Instant Age Rewind eraser from Maybelline again. I love Maybelline, guys. So yeah, I use this concealer in the shade 01. I take out the sponge because I feel like it's not really that hygienic. And I use my brush, just a flat brush like this. And I apply it under my eyes like this. I don't do the triangle thing anymore. Why? Because of TikTok. No, but doing this also makes your face like lift up more. So I apply it here and I also apply it here, and you have to go like upwards. And this makes your face go, you know, it lifts your face a little bit. I mean, it's not going to give you a facelift, but it will make your face a little bit like, it will give you the illusion of a tighter face or like a facelift. But yeah, I also apply it a little bit on my forehead like this, like a tree. Then on my nose, I'll just do this. Yeah, and then I just apply it on the blemishes that I have, that I want to cover. I feel like I'll have a little bit of hyperpigmentation on the spots that I had pimple before. I really like to pick on my skin, guys. I hate that about myself, and I feel like I got better than before, but I still like to pick on my skin a lot. So then I get like these spots, these marks, but they eventually go away because of my skincare. But yeah, they do stay for a bit. So yeah, I just wear this on the spots and on the marks that I have left from my spots. I also applied here under my nose. Like this. We look crazy right now. I don't blend it right away. I let it sit for a minute or two, so it kind of marinates. No, so it kind of dries down a little bit. And once it's a little bit dried down, it will give you more coverage. That's what I've noticed, at least. So yeah, I just let it dry down for a minute or two. So I've let this sit down for a bit now, and now I'm just going to blend it all. So I just start with my under eyes like this. I don't know, guys. I feel like there's already a lot of makeup tutorials out there that show you how to do things and what products to use and stuff like that. So I always felt like a bit, not insecure, but a bit like, you know, I'm not professional enough to be doing this, or like, I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, I always felt like there are a lot of people out there that know better than me, that are more educated in this. That's why I kind of hesitated to do a full-on makeup tutorial. I did show you guys how I get ready, and I do show you guys, I mean, I'm always talking while I'm doing my makeup to you guys, basically. But I always felt like I was not good enough to be doing like a full-on makeup tutorial. But my friends kind of gave me the confidence, and they really told me like, no, you know what you're doing and you're really good in this shit and stuff like that. And I've been doing makeup since I was 12 or 13, almost a decade basically. So yeah, I do enjoy makeup a lot, and I do enjoy doing this, and I do want to do something with it in the future. If you have any other questions regarding my makeup and anything like that, don't be afraid to ask me questions in the comments down below, and I will answer it, guys. Like, don't be shy. Don't be shy. And now that everything is blended, I set my face with this Charlotte Tilbury airbrush flawless finish powder in the shade Fair, so the number 1. I will literally hit the pan, guys, but I hit the pan quite early with this powder. I feel like they give you really little amount for the price that it is. It's so expensive. I think it was like 45 euros. But the powder is really good, guys. I really love it. So I just use this brush. It's like a flat buffing brush, and I just press the powder, and now I'm going to press the powder into my skin. I also like make sure that I have no creases before applying the powder. That is important, guys. Make sure you have no creases. So now, just like this, I just press the powder into our skin. The pressing motion is important. Don't be sweeping around. Press it. Like, press it into your skin like this. Press, press, press. Do little tapping motions. and press it into your skin. So for my contour and bronzing, I use this NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. I think this palette is quite famous. I feel like almost everyone has this. But yeah, it's a really good palette for the price that it is. I think it was not that expensive either. I use like all 3 shades and kind of lightly contour my face. This also like pressing motions, like tap tap tap. Don't be sweeping around. You can sweep a little bit, like lightly, but don't like, you know, tug on your skin, because then you will be removing the products underneath. So yeah, I just like to tap it like that. I don't use a liquid contour and blush at the moment, but I might start incorporating that in the future. And I also apply it on my forehead just like this. And now on my jawline and stuff like that. So on my double chin, if you guys haven't noticed, I do have a double chin. So I just do this, kind of apply it like this, you know, so it kind of gives the illusion of not having a double chin when I clearly do have one. Well, yeah, it kind of gives the illusion of a tight chin, basically, if you do it like this. And then I go on my jawline as well. Go on top of it, don't go under it, because I used to go under it before and I feel like it made my face look even fatter. But since I started using like the powder on top of the jawline itself, I feel like it looks more defined now. Also kind of like to go with my powder brush and go over it to make it look softer. Just like that. Now I have a jawline. Makeup. I love makeup. To contour my nose, I use a angled brush like this, similar to the one that I use for my eyebrows, but this one is a bit thicker. So I use the angled brush. I use the same contour shades that I use to contour my cheeks, like this. I go over like this, and now I'm going to contour my nose. As you can see, I have an Asian nose with no nose bridge and very flat, so we are going to give it some dimension, you know. So what I do is just kind of follow my natural nose line, but make it a bit thinner. Well, and with the nose contour, some days it turns out really good, but some days it just turns out really meh. So yeah, I don't know how it will turn out today, but yeah, I just go over it like this. And I also put it on my, is it the eyebrow, like kind of close to my eyebrows, or like goes in like this on my eyelid. And I go downwards, make it kind of narrow like this. I know it looks crazy right now, but trust the process. And I just put it like this to make it like to give an illusion of a button nose. And I also put a little bit under my nose and on the sides to make it look smaller. But again, guys, makeup is just an illusion. If you look really close, it will like, the illusion will go away. And now, oh yeah, and now I'm going with another angled brush, but this one is a bit fluffier. This one is from Luvia brush. It's a number V brush, so number 5 brush from Luvia. And it is a angled brush, but it is a bit fluffier. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a bit fluffier. The other ones were a bit dense. and this one is a bit fluffier, and it's really good to blend out the nose contour. So now I'm just going to blend it out with this brush. So now that the contouring part is done, I'm going to bake. I'm going to bake with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. But I also heard like really good reviews about the Huda Beauty one. So I think I'm also going to buy that one. But for now, yeah, I have the Laura Mercier one and I really like it as well. So I just put it on the lid like this, like this amount. And I go in with a dry sponge, guys, not the wet sponge that you use to put your foundation and concealer. Use a dry sponge like this. So with a dry sponge, I just dip it like this. And then, first of all, I set my under eyes. I bake my under eyes, I mean. So as you can see, there's a little bit of creasing going around. So I just remove it with my fingers like this. Be gentle though, don't be too harsh. And then after I've removed the creases, or like after I've blended the creases, I just go around like that. Again, I press it into my skin. I don't sweep it, or I don't like move it around. I just press it. I just press the powder. And with the same motion, press it under, around your contour that you did on your nose as well. Like this. Now the other side. And I'm also going to bake the middle part like this, like middle of my nose, like that. And I also like to bake my forehead. I also like to bake under my contour, so just like this. This will just make your contour look really clean. And then I also like to bake around my mouth, because I do get like smile lines. And while I'm waiting for the powders to set, I do my eyeshadow. So I do my eye makeup. For my eye makeup today, I am going to be using the Huda Beauty Topaz Obsession palette. It's a small palette. I got this gifted by my boyfriend's sister, Oswita Didi. Thank you. Yeah, I got this as a Christmas gift, which is really sweet. I really like this palette. It's so pigmented, guys. I use this Mill one as my crease color. This is just a fluffy brush, and I just buff it around my whole crease and my whole eyelid. It's like a transition shade basically. I'm going to go with another brush. This is also from Makeup Revolution. I think it came in a bundle. It's a bit denser, so you can focus the product more on the outer part or the part where you want it. I like to use brushes like this to like put on the darker shades on the outer part of my eyelid. So now I'm going to use this dark brown and mix it with this I don't know, it's like a orangey brown. I'm going to use those two colors and use it on my outer lid. I'm just going to do that. Just like that, and then go back with my transition shade and blend it a bit out so it looks more like blended and not so harsh. I'm just going to use a little bit of shimmer. I'm going to use this shade and this shade. I'm going to mix these two shimmers together and apply it on my inner part of my eyelid. So just like this. And I use a flat brush like this, by the way. This is from Morphe. Flat brush like this, and just popping in. I pour me up some drops. Y'all said real street nigga. Y'all ain't on no block. Keep your just like that. Oh my god, look how pretty. And if I want to make it more pigmented, if I want a more pigmented eye look, I use my fingers, because with fingers I feel like it comes out more pigmented, but I don't want it to be too pigmented. So that's why I've used this brush. I feel like for daily makeup, using a brush is good, because yeah, you get a hint of shimmer, but it's not like too much, or it's not overpowering. I get compliments on my makeup on a day-to-day basis, and I know I'm good at what I'm doing, but at the same time I'm like, there are a lot of better people out there, which kind of makes me insecure. I feel like that's the demon speaking to me, like a demon in my ear, like they're like saying, like they're trying to bring me down. They're trying to say like, oh, you're not good enough, you're not important enough. But I'm trying to ignore them. They don't want you to do it. Who is they? Did you guys see that DJ Khaled and Naomi Campbell's video? If you know, you know. They don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to be a model. They don't want you to be a makeup artist. Who is they? To me, they are the demons in my head. Moving on, I am going to curl my lashes now. I just use a basic lash curler. I think this one is from Kruidvat. It's like a drugstore in Belgium. Yeah. So what I do is I get a lighter and I warm up the bottom part of the tweezer, of the lash curler. And be careful with this, guys. You don't want to burn your eyelid. So I just warm that up with my lighter, and I just like feel it. I touch it and make sure that it's not too warm, because you can burn your eyelid. Like, be careful with this. And then I just curl my lashes like this. I kind of bend my lash curler like this. I kind of like put it forward. Then I use my favorite mascara in the world. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational waterproof one. The wand is like this. I use waterproof one because my eyes can get watery sometimes, and I don't like when my eyes are watery and my mascara is running, you know. So I just like to use the waterproof one. I love this mascara so much. I've tried many others. I tried the Benefit one. I tried the L'Oreal one. I tried the Chanel one. And nobody's better than this one. Sorry. I feel like I have a lot of staple pieces in my makeup routine that I'm never going to change in my whole life, and this is one of them. Like, this mascara is one of them. Like, I'm never going to switch on this mascara, seriously, because I truly love it so much. And look at the difference. I love it. I love this mascara so much. It's my favorite mascara ever, ever, ever. Like, I'm never going to switch on you, baby. I'm never going to switch on you. It's actually Ramadan today. The Ramadan has started for all my Muslim friends and colleagues and everyone out there. Happy Ramadan. Ramadan Kareem. Ramadan Mubarak. I feel like people only look at the fasting part, when for Muslim people, this month is like a holy month. This month is filled with like happiness and like healing and all that stuff. So like, yeah, I get excited for them as well. But okay, moving on. I am going to brush out the powder, all the bake basically, just like that. I lightly sweep it. And now I'm going to brighten my under eyes with this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. It's in the shade 105. And this is a really good brightening powder, guys. Like, it literally blurs my under eyes. Like, I'm just going to show you guys. So this is how my under eyes are looking at the moment. Once I put this, and I only put this on my under eyes to brighten them up, and around my nose as well, and just like that. So yeah, I'm just going to leave this for a bit and brush it out. Now let's move on to the blush. I'm using this Real Techniques brush. This is the brush that scammed me. If you know, you know. If you haven't seen my TikTok, go watch it. It's on my D haul. Yeah, but it's kind of good, guys. For I use it as my blush brush at the moment, and I use it on the minimum setting. And yeah, I'm using this Kiko blush in the shade 01, and as you guys can see, I've hit the pan. I really like this blush, and it was cheap. I like blush shades like this. It's cheap, it's pigmented, and it's really long lasting as well. So yeah, I just use it on the apple of my cheeks like this, and I kind of blend it with my contour, so it looks like seamless. So it doesn't look like you have contour and blush and a highlighter, you know. I just kind of blend it together so it looks like it's one. It just makes me look like a doll, and I love it. I really love it. And I actually also kind of apply it on my nose, on my chin, and on my forehead to make my whole face kind of look like blended together. Now that's done. I'm going to use a highlighter. Which brush am I using? I'm going to use a brush like this. It's like a flat but a dense brush. And I use this for my nose highlight. For highlighter, I'm using this old ass Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. You know, the infamous highlighter palettes that everyone used to use. Look at the state of mine, guys. I've literally destroyed this palette. This palette is literally how many years old? I think it's 7 years old, guys. I got this from my ex, by the way. I mean, why would I throw out my makeup? You know, I did throw out all the other stuff, but like, why would I throw out makeup? I can still use it, so. But I still love it. I still love this highlighter, especially this one. I use the Starburst one. Yeah, guys, I'm going to use it. I just put it on my brush like this and put it on the top of my nose. Like that, and like this. Kind of blend it out with my finger. Just like that. It makes my nose look a bit thinner. I'm also going to dust out the remaining brightening powder. I just kind of press it and dust it out. Just like that. Yep. And I'm also going to apply this on my inner corners. And now use a fluffy brush like this, eyeshadow brush or whatever brush you like. I used to use this fan brush from Real Techniques, but I don't like it anymore. I feel like it leaves my highlighter a bit streaky, so now I like to use a brush like this and put it on my cheekbones, just like that. Just a little bit. I don't like to put too much, and I also like to put it on my cupid bow like that. And I'm also going to go over my shake with my blush brush. Just going to add a little bit of blush, a little bit, and kind of like blend the highlight and the blush and the contour together so it looks a bit seamless. Now I'm going to apply a mascara on my lower lashes as well. Can you guys see that? Just like that. So when I have time, I also do like to add lashes. I use these lashes. These lashes are just from Shein. I'll link them down below, by the way. Yeah, I just ordered these from Shein. These are really cheap. I think it's like 75 cents for the whole pack, but these are really cheap. I cut them up in clusters and then add them under my lashes. I'm just going to show you guys, but I only do this when I have time. When I don't have time, I leave my eyes like this, so I just cut them up in like clusters like this, and now I'm just going to glue them under my eyes. I'm going to show you guys how I do that as well. As a glue, I just use the dual strip lash adhesive glue. This is the black one. So what I do is I take a cluster and then I add the glue on top of the lash, not under the lash. I let that dry for a little bit, so I'm just gonna blow on it so it dries down a little bit. So I just sticked it under my natural lashes. I just let it dry down. Get another one. I use about like 4 or 5 clusters. It depends on how full I want my lashes to look, you know. If I want like a more natural look, then I just apply like 2 clusters or 3 clusters on the outer part, so it looks like I have like a fox eye. But if I want my lashes to look like I have falsies or like I have lash extensions, then I use more clusters. Right now I'm just using like 4 clusters. So I just go from the shorter length to longer lengths, so it looks like makes my eyes look more lifted, you know, and I feel like it also just looks better than the other styles. I just kind of like, once it's dried down, I just kind of press it with the in part of my tweezer. This is the difference, guys, with the clusters and without the clusters. So you can definitely see that this eye is more dramatic. This is how the lashes are looking, guys. I did the other side as well. So now I'm just going to wipe off the balm that I wore, and now I'm just going to apply like a little bit of leftover foundation and concealer from my sponge. Now I'm going to go in with my little ass Kiko lip liner. Don't worry, I've got it back up since once it's finished. This is in the shade 531. It's my favorite brown lip liner from Kiko. My overlining game is up strong. She said, Kylie Jenner who? Because I've been asked if I've had lip fillers before, like, because my overlining game is. So what I do is you do have to sharpen your liner. I mean, it doesn't have to be sharp, but you should like kind of have a pointy lip liner like this. I just sharpened mine. So what I do is I overline the bottom, the top, like this, and I also overline the bottom like this, Kind of do this, and then I don't really overline my sides. I kind of like go over the natural lip line that I have. Like, that just makes my lip look so full. Like, did you guys just see the transformation? Because I did. Just like that. Look at this lip liner. This lip liner is so pretty. It just complements my skin tone so much, but it also complements, because I've seen this on darker skin girls as well, and it really complements them as well. So this lip liner is really good and really universal. So for lipstick, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, the matte version. Thank you, Helen Didi. She actually gifted me a whole Sephora favorites lipstick set or lip set where they had like lots of glosses and lipsticks. So I really love this Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk one. It's really long lasting, and again the color is so pretty. Like, I'm just going to show you guys. I'm not going to do the talking. Let the lipstick do the talking. Like, it's just like the perfect pink. Like, ooh, I love this lipstick so much. It's long lasting as well, and it just complements my lip liner. It really complements this one. Oh my god, this lip. There's a makeup. Period. What I also like to do is I just take my concealer brush that I used to carve out my brows, and with the leftover concealer that's still left in there, I like to clean my lip as well. It just gives a little bit of more clean look. For gloss, I'm using the Kiko Milano gloss in number 03. This gloss is so pretty, guys. Oh my god, and it's so cheap as well. Like, and you don't even need a lot. You really don't. Oh my god, my lips are looking voluptuous. Like, wishy. So now the last step to a long-lasting makeup, long-lasting everyday makeup, is a setting spray. So now I'm going to use this one size setting spray that I got gifted again. Guys, I just have the best friends and family. They just gift me everything I need, literally. Helen gifted this again. Thank you, Didi. This is the one size on till down mattifying waterproof setting spray, and this setting spray, guys, it's really good. Like, it makes my, like, I can literally see the difference when I have it on and when I don't have it on, because when I have it on, my makeup looks good till the end of the night. But when I don't have it on, I can tell that my makeup is a bit patchy. I mean, it still looks good, but you can tell that it's a bit patchy, and it like went away a little bit more. Spray a little bit. I shake it before I do it, so I just use this amount. This amount is enough, and my makeup is set. Period. This is the finished look, guys. I just did a little something with my hair. I just did like a half up, half down moment, and I like that. If you have any questions regarding to this makeup look, don't hesitate to comment it down below. I will answer it as soon as I can. But yeah, this is my finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit the like and subscribe button so you guys can see more of me, because I upload every week, period. Follow me on all my socials because I am more active there on a day-to-day basis, especially on Instagram. I'm really active on Instagram. I post there every day and multiple times a day. So if you guys want to see more of me, you can follow me there. But other than that, I think I'm going to leave you guys here and see you guys next week. I love you guys so much.